Baylor men's basketball has released a non-conference slate for 2024-2025 season, and there are some neutral site games, and I will go over like the break, what each team did a year ago, and I get the conference slate has been released in terms of like what teams does Baylor play on what day, and some of these games we do not know the times of right now or the TV stations, so just let y'all know. Now, the first game is against Gonzaga in a neutral site in Spokane, Washington. Yeah, I know it's weird. It's literally within 10 minutes away. Technically, I should call that a away game. And November 4th. They're only calling it a neutral site for NIL purposes, and the only reason why they're not playing at Gonzaga is because their basketball arena is not big enough for a type of game like this. Now, the second game is Arkansas and American Airlines Arena in Dallas. So that makes up for that first game, because it is closer, though I know Arkansas fans can travel, and it's November 9th. And that is a fortunate day because that is a bye week for Baylor football. Now, the first home game is against Sam Houston State November 12th. November 17th is against Tarleton at home on November 17th. Now, the next two games are neutral sites, and it's like part of the Baja Mar Hoops tournament. First opponent St. John's, November 21st at 6 p.m. Central Time on CBS Sports Network on there. Now, November 22nd, it's either Virginia or Tennessee on CBS Sports Network. It's either going to be at 6 p.m. or 8:30 p.m. or even later, depending on what happens in the first game. That is if Baylor plays in the second game, by the way. But let's just wait and see. Now, November 27th is at home against New Orleans. Now, then they literally have a week to prepare for UConn at UConn. Part of the Big 12 Big East battle on December 4th. Then on December 9th, they got Abilene Christian University, aka ACU. Then December 11th, they got Norfolk State at home. December 27th, they actually have an NAIA school in Arlington Baptist. I don't know if it's going to count for the record or anything. It's one of those games to work on yourselves and get yourself ready for the Big 12 play. Now, the Big 12, the first game is Utah at home December 31st. Second game is January 4th against Iowa State at Iowa State. Not an easy place to play. I tell you guys that much right now. Then they got Cincinnati at home January 7th, January 11th at Arizona State, January 14th at Arizona. Makes sense. They're literally right there, so, you know, I like that they did that for Baylor there. January 19th is TCU at home. Then they got Kansas State at home January 22nd. Yeah, TCU games January 19th. Then you got to go on the road to Utah January 25th. Then you got to go on the road to BYU on January 28th. Makes sense. It's right there. Might as well play them both. February 1st is Kansas at home. February 4th is at Texas Tech. February 8th, UCF at home. Then you play Houston at Houston. February 10th. Whew, man, that's a quick turnaround. Especially against a top 10 team. Now, February 15th is West Virginia at home. February 17th, you got Arizona at home. So, back-to-back Monday showdown games. Then you got to go on the road to Colorado, February 22nd. Now, this is where I don't like it. You got to go on the road to Cincinnati next, February 25th. It's kind of like going on the road to West Virginia and then going all the way across to BYU last year. I don't know why they made it that way. That does not make sense to me. It doesn't. Now, March 1st is Oklahoma State at home. Then March 4th is TCU on the road. That if I would switch, I would have liked that Cincinnati game on the road and TCU game on the road to be switched, to be honest. But I don't know. It's just me. And then you got to play Houston at home at the very end of the year on March 8th. Now, in terms of the non-conference slate on breaking it down, because I already broke down the Big 12 already. No need to go over that again. I expect Kansas State to be better this year than last year, and they might make the NCAA tournament. And maybe Colorado probably is going to get worse. We'll have to wait and see, though, because this is just the toughest conference in America. Obviously, Gonzaga is a Sweet 16 team nearly every year. The 27-8 last year. Virginia is around 64, 23-11. / Tennessee 27-9 in Elite Eight. And it's like the same game of the Baha Mar Hoops. And UConn, as we all know, they're the back-to-back champs at 37-3. Though they are different this year. We'll just see how much. Now, Sam Houston State was 21-12 last year. Tarleton State was a CIT team. They were 25-12. St. John's didn't even participate in any postseason tournaments other than the Big East tournament. They were 20-13 last year. That's our first round game in the Baha Mar Hoops. Arkansas was 16-17 last year, but they will be improved. Look how many new players they got, especially from the transfer portal. What more can I say? And some of those transfers are really good. New Orleans is 10-23 last year. Abilene Christian University, aka ACU, was 16-18 last year, CIT. Then Arlington Baptist was 13-12 last year as an NAIA school. So it's a good balance, to be honest, in the non-conference here. And I do like that Baylor does have a week to prepare for UConn. I do like that. Because you got to work on yourself in order to prepare for those type of games. And I really do think the non-conference slate will help Baylor prepare for the Big 12 slate. Because this is a gauntlet of a league in men's basketball. So anyways, if you like this content, like and subscribe button. See you guys later on the road to 7 subscribers. Of course, ultimate goal is 1,000 more. So make money off this course. Like a video, comment video, really helps YouTube algorithm so more people see it. Sharing the video does help as well, so more people watch. And if you're watching and not subscribed, hit subscribe button, ring the notification bell as well.